got it. Hit the got it there and hit the got it over here too, right? Boom shakalaka. And we're live too on Instagram also. So let me do this appropriately. Peaceful greetings, Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey here in Morocco at northwest of Mexham. How are you? And I am here with my magnificent brother in whom I am well pleased, and he is
Islam's Brother Moor Bey.
Indeed, Paragon Rico on the mizar. Yo, all right, so you see it's I and Brother Moor Bey, right? So we're here doing an impromptu improv here on YouTube, and simultaneously we're here with you all here on Instagram, and just give you a friendly, healthy reminder that after we finish this impromptu improv and go over this title for this impromptu improv on YouTube is Prophet Noble Drew Ali and Administrative Functions 3. Okay, so this is our third one on this. All righty, shout out to Brother Sean Alim, because he was here with me bright and early. However, he had to go and be the greatest server in the world, you know what I mean, as he is, you know what I mean, and do his thing. However, guys, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday after our impromptu improv on Fridays, we're going to go right into our 7 Hill Star AstroLiteracy Conference. So you guys can DM me here. That's why I'm here. Just let you know, man, if you don't know what it's about, you can come and get a tester and check it out. We'll give you the Zoom links. Come check it out. However, if you want the videos, the first 3 classes we did last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's 36 units each for that video. So to be completely honest with you, 36 times 3 is 108 units in lieu of lawful money for your LMOs and RE tuition sent via Cash App. For those of you that are not immediately near us here at the North Gate, you may be near Canyonland or near Mexico or anywhere else across the pond. You will probably have to use Cash App for your LMOs and RE tuition. You won't be disappointed because not only will you receive the video, receive the audio also. All right, so with that being said, let us get started. Peace and greetings to you all there, Niggas Moor and Third Eye Mama. Thank you for joining us on Instagram. And if you guys are joining us on YouTube, I'm not monitoring from my phone because I just wanted to go on Instagram so everybody can kind of get a feel for it or whatever. But if you're there on YouTube joining us, we thank you all so much also. So we want to get started how we do every impromptu improv every Friday, all right? We're going to start with our Moorish American prayer, what I like to call our invocation in, all righty? We're going to do our invocation in, guys, and what we're going to do actually is we're going to go, let me go and actually screen share here, so give me one moment to screen share. And Brother Ara is going to lead us in with the Moorish American prayers. I'm going to bring up the divine constitution and bylaws, and you'll see Prophet Noble Drew Ali standing squarely. You go, oh my God, I need to shave. But anyway, with that being said, it's just been really working, all righty? So with that being said, let me go and do the share content, do the screen share here, start the broadcast on that. And I'll bring up the divine constitution and bylaws. All righty, boom, here we go. Open it there, right? All righty, so we have our divine constitution and bylaws right there. And we are going to read along with our beloved brother, Moor Bey. As you see, Prophet Noble Drew Ali standing squarely and firmly, standing due guard in his Moorish Shahi Fez there. Mother T, peaceful greetings to you, Judah Ma'at. Kenneth Bay, peace and greetings to you, mother. Happy holy degree to you all, all righty? Happy holy space / Venus degree. And happy holy degree to you also, Brother Ara, for the record, right? So, with that being said, bro, and I appreciate you. Moorish American prayer, right? Right there, just under Prophet Noble Drew Ali's feet. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand and face east, which is symbolic to going within, all right? We're going to have 2 appendages on our right hand up. All 5 on the left hand up. The 2 appendages are just the index and the middle appendages on your right hand. And we're going to face east with our feet like Prophet Noble Drew Ali's, hands as such, for those that can see me, both Instagram and YouTube, all right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to face east, and we're going to repeat after Brother Moor Bey, and I yield the floor. Islam?
Islam.
Islam.
5 on the left, 2 on the right. Allah, Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is our protector,
Allah is my protector,
God, our guide,
my guide,
and our salvation.
and our salvation,
By night and by day,
by night and by day.
through his holy prophet, noble Drew Ali.
Prophet, Drew Ali. Amen. Thank you so much, Brother R. Muaba Bey. All righty, guys, let's get to the first letter to be read in every meeting. See that, guys? I got it projected on the back for you guys to see it. All righty. I know it's it looks like it's probably a little mirrored and backwards. It's because it's this, front facing screen here or whatever, The Moan, peace of greetings. DTH Reed, peace of greetings. And Malik, what's going on, bro? Peace of greetings to you. All right. So let me take us now to the first letter to be read in every meeting. Brother Aura is going to go there again. Let me just zoom in and let you guys know and give you a brief reminder, okay? The following is a letter written by Prophet Noble Drew Ali, all righty, on the 18th day of January, 1928, Anno Domini. All righty, that's what the capital A period, capital B period denotes, Anno Domini. He commanded that it be read before every meeting, all right? So Brother R is going to lead us in. We're reading from the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Administrative Function, page 85 is where this letter is to be read, all right? Well, where it is, where we're reading from. Brother R, I yield the floor to you, beloved brother. Islam.
Moorish Science Temple of America, Home Office, 3603 Indiana Avenue, Noble Drew Ali, founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18, 1929, to be proclaimed in every meeting. Dear brother Islam, I am glad to know that I have a few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There is a host of jealousy about me and the movement now by the same people of our side of the nation that claim it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as American citizens, they are working every scheme that they can to disqualify me, so they themselves may take charge of the situation. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and uplifting funds. The ones that pay their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance, and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present, that I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my fame and nobility. The nations of the world will not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the last few months, because I was at the governor's inauguration to represent the Moorish Divine and National Movement, and I will be at the inauguration of President Hoover for the same cause. Noble Drew Ali.
Islam, my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased. The second letter to be read in every meeting. This is from the Moorish literature, the excerpts from the Moorish Guide newspaper. It's what it also includes. Pages 12 and 13. As you can see, Prophet Noble Drew Ali standing due guard beautifully again, right? There on page 12 of our Moorish literature. And the literature that we're reading from, guys, you can order from rvbaypublications.com. And remember, guys, that, if you spend $600 on an outfit, $600 will get you all of your documentation necessary for you, all the books, your nationality card, your travel document also, as well as your student card for Moorish Heritage and History School. All righty, so that's the books we're reading from. That's the books that we'll be sharing that I have pictures of, as you can see, photos. All righty. And when we go into our lesson, we're going to go into administrative functions. We're going to really go into some very important definitions for certain terms for those of us that are, taking nationality and birthrights seriously. All right. So I'm going to go here to page 13, the divine warning, right, by the prophet. All right. And the reason why I'm keeping your thumbnail there at the bottom, brother, with the device that your mic is cued on, so that people can still see I also. Because if I take it away, then you won't see me either. However, actually we can do that. Let's actually move that for this particular letter so that everybody can get a full sight pertaining to that. And you guys here on Instagram, I know, and part of that is mirror because this is the front facing camera, but we're going to continue, and you guys can at least absorb the spirit pertaining to the letter that Prophet Noble Drali Divine prepared. And peaceful greetings to Noble Arms and Khalif Bey. Peaceful greetings to you. Alrighty, and happy holy degree to all beloved Muslims globally and intergalactically. Alrighty, worldwide, internationally, galaxy wide also, right? So that's globally and intergalactically. Alrighty, so let me continue. Divine warning by the Prophet Noble Drali. Prophet warns all Muslim governors, ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement, will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All Moors will and must obey. The law is laid down to them by their prophet. And what is a prophet? The thought of Allah manifested in the flesh, right?
Wow.
If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the Prophet Noble Drali, and if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out a divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of Prophet Noble Drali. All right. Peaceful greetings, Jonathan, Evans, and Darden. Peaceful greetings. Now, guys, we have read the two letters to be read in every meeting. I'm going to go here to my photo favorites, right? Oh, it's still there. So let's just go to the photo favorites, right? It's kind of, oh, that's not what I meant to do there. Go to photo favorites and slide on this down, right? Okay, so read from administrative functions, and I have administrative functions here, all right? So from RB Bay Publications, as I said, guys. And these books, man, probably the book that you'll give the biggest amount as far as the eleemosynary tuition. Now, don't say price or cost. I am a student and staff of Moorish Heritage and History School. So with that being said, clearly, this is probably, I don't know, it might have been 10 notes. And the biggest one, I think, is by Mother Anahita L. I think it's correcting the position of the IRS. That might be 15. That's the largest you're going to spend on any book from RB Day is 15 notes. And it's just full of just all the info that you need to take nationality and birthright seriously. All righty, so Brother Aura, let's go on in. And guys, you already know after this, we're going to go in on our AstroLiteracy conference. So guys, if you haven't gotten into the AstroLiteracy conference, last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're still giving out testers because we do know that, maybe a lot of people don't really, either get astrology or they think it's, intangible for them to get, or it's out of their reach. So a tester would be, hey, if you ask or you DM, you ask here in the chat or you DM me, I would much rather you DM me, so that I can go and check the DM and then I can just send you the Zoom link. You can come in and be a fly on the wall and see if it's something you're interested in. If you would like the videos, which were the introductory videos from last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Brother Aura had given me an amazing review about his experience in the AstroLiteracy conference, and he's like, man, like this is like where it's. I mean, I ain't gonna speak for you, bro. You want to tell him real quick how you felt about the first Friday, Saturday, and Sunday pertaining to the AstroLiteracy conference before we go into the Prophet has spoken in administrative functions?
AstroLiteracy conference is exactly what what it's referred to as. It's a comprehension conference, and the level of comprehension is it's a high level of comprehension because he breaks it down from like the basics, from like understanding what the signs look like. And so once you understand what the glyphs, the signs look like for all the planets and stuff, then we start getting into like modalities and elements and all that. And the testimonial part of it is pretty cool. So anybody who doesn't really deal with the astrology because of the fact that they don't really comprehend it, the comprehension conference is something you can use to get past, those thoughts that you may have that are those thoughts of doubt pertaining to comprehending it. Because for me, I'm starting to really get it. Those first 3 videos, it's pretty simple once he breaks it down.
It's yeah, I kind of went old school, sort of, but new school with the whiteboard, but made sure I did writing so that you guys could actually write also, so that because I'm a firm, I have a firm experience with. It's one thing for me to be able to hear it and regurgitate it. It's another thing for me to be able to hear it, regurgitate it, hear it again, write it, and then hear it, read it, and regurgitate it at the same time. While, you know what I mean? Just to be able to recite it also, because I think the best download to memory is writing. Honestly, I think that's the best download to memory, guys. All right. Manny Ali. If I butcher you guys' Instagram handles, forgive me in advance. Peaceful greetings and happy holy Venus degree you also. All right, so let's do this. The prophet has spoken. All right, so I'm gonna start at 98, page 98 in administrative functions. Again, that's this book here. All right, you guys can order from rbbaypublications.com. All right, so and we're going over pages 98 through 107. Now, I mean, I'm going to look at the time and see how we're doing, because the AstroLiteracy conference, I have scheduled for 12 to 3 Eastern. However, I know that, I got to maybe do a little bit more legwork and just kind of let you guys know, in an impromptu fashion, to the point where maybe we can get started in 45 minutes and we'll go from 1 to 4 Eastern. And we can make those kinds of adjustments, and just kind of, do the impromptu improv of it all. And like I said, if you guys, can't do it now, then guys, remember, we're archiving everything so that you can be able to exchange your elementary tuition for it later. All right, but each video is 36 units each. Total, once we complete the conference, it'll be 36 videos. So I know you guys are thinking, wow, 36 times 36, man, that's 1,296 units in lieu of lawful money. And that's about what it was for when I did the conference for the scholarship that I received. So we're also thinking of working ways out of seeing, how to do some type of, I guess, drawing of appellations out of the feds, and you guys can just get a scholarship, and be added that way. But we'll probably only pick maybe, I don't know, what's a round number, man? You think we should go with 7? What do you think, R? What's a good number to just give people an experience if they're sincerely interested in astrology and just give them a scholarship?
You said a sincere number for to receive what now?
A scholarship to the
7.
conference.
7, right.
7 beams. All right, so maybe we'll do that. You know what I mean? And in the times to come, maybe it's something we can do tonight or tomorrow. However, or maybe during the after we get these next 3 days out, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, maybe we'll come with something Mondays or Tuesday. Like, hey guys, we're gonna do a scholarship drawing or whatever, because we're moving forward and being further sincere about our astrology firm, right? All right, so with that, yes, and DTH Reed said agreed 100. Writing helps much indeed. All right, so let's do this. Page 99. I'm going to start off with the prophet has spoken. All right, reading from the Moor's Holy Temple of Science, administrative functions, all governors and grand sheiks and head officials that guide any body of Moors of any temple to the Moor Science Temple of America. He or she must be of good moral standard and a heart of love, and their works must be of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. They are to initiate the prophet in speech and teaching in any said temple, They must not be under the influence of any intoxicating liquors or any other harmful motive that will terminate to become detrimental to the organization, period. It must not be known that any leader is staying away from home or neglecting his duty at home or must allow the public to know of their wrongdoings. They must forever live the life of love at home, and it must be known to all members. They must not speak rash words, nor any profane language in the mildest form to any other individual, because a leader without influence of good works cannot be a leader. And to be a real Moorish leader, you must study the Quran and the divine constitution that was handed down unto you by I, the prophet. No finance business is to be open with any group of members of any temple by the governor or grand sheikh, or whosoever in his charge without the consultation of I, the prophet. All uplifting funds and books are to be issued only through I, the prophet, because that money is to finance the Moorish movement, period. The head of any temple can maintain an emergency fund, which cannot exceed the amount of from 25 cents to 50 cents a week per member. All public collections and dues also to the supporting of each said temple and its domestic work. No finance books are to be served in any temple except by the prophet. The head of every temple must, by law, obey these laws. Embezzlement is his charge, if he doesn't, right? And is subject to enforcement of the law by the grand body, period. Provided the grand body is in honor. And the penalty may be a fine or a removal from office or placed under a very heavy restriction of the law, period. Supreme words of the prophet, noble duality. You are the temple. The temple is your body. And you can conduct yourself very easily with these principles, provided you don't put yourself in a dogmatic mind frame. And you're doing these things for your health. All righty? Prophet Noble Drew Ali, oral statements and prophecies of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali. Number one, I brought you everything it takes to save a nation. Now take it and save yourself. When Prophet Noble Drew Ali was telling the Moors this, he was holding up make sure I get these here. He was holding up the Quran, the Holy Quran for the Moorish Science Temple of America, and the 101 questionnaires for Moorish Americans to show the books that we need to save ourselves with. All right. All right. See, I got to take this back together. I mean, I really be reading these books. Marking up that. And I have my 102 also. To get your 102, all you have to do is when you order something from RB Bay Publications, all you have to do is speak in an intelligent tone and ask kindly from Mother Ross Mariah B. Bay, and she will get one to you. All right. That's how you get the 101. All right. And she gifts the 101. All right. King K and beautiful greetings to you. All right. Put those books right back there. All righty, guys. So now let's go into these next pages. All righty. Gonna minimize and show this next page. This is page 99. And we're about to go into the words and definitions of relative importance. Words and definitions pertaining to relative importance. All righty. So that's what I am actually going over. All right. The following are words or word definitions presented for ancillary associations to the administrative functions, quote unquote, booklet, and for state of mind concepts and precepts. All righty. So this is how you prime your mind, prepare yourself. All righty. So continue to take nationality and birthright seriously. All right. Page 100. Word definitions of relative importance. The following are words that relate in one way or another to the Moorish divine and national movement, to government, or to national and intersocial relations and interchange. These words are not placed in alphabetical order, but are presented for primal study purposes, especially for the readers of these texts. They shall serve as an ancillary to help assure that active Moorish Americans who study are availed, at least minimally, a reference point for understanding the purpose and cause of the Moorish movement and government structure, period. Study and study well as philology, philology, so that's the study of love. Like philosophy is the love of wisdom, right? And well, the love of knowledge is actually philology. So I said the study of love, but that can be it too. You know, the study of love or loving knowledge, philology, whereas philosophy is the love pertaining to wisdom. All righty, philo, love, sophia, wisdom. Study and study well as philology is primal in our Moabite / Moorish forebears. Standard, okay, so it is primal in our Moabite Moorish forebears standard pertaining to life and civilization. So that's a standard. Philology is our standard. We are encouraged to go back to that state of mind, exclamation point. Strive to become adept in all social, spiritual, and political functions because our people are being destroyed for a lack of knowledge, period. Brother R, you want to start off with the first word? That word that's being defined on page 100 of administrative functions for the Moorish Holy Temple of Science?
Sure, let's go. Proclaim is the first word. So proclaim means to announce, to declare, and to make known publicly, to make clear, plain, and manifest.
Fidelity. Oh, go ahead. What are you about to say?
Oh, I was gonna read the next one.
Yeah, we're gonna go A, B, A, B. You ready?
All right, go for it.
Fidelity is faithfulness to duties, to obligations, and to vows, etc. That doesn't mean you're in debt. All righty. That just means that you have taken on things within yourself for yourself. You know, you're being true and faithful to yourself first and foremost. All righty, which allows you to be true and faithful to your peers. I yield, brother.
The adept is derived from the old Morse Latin word adeptus, meaning having attained. In essence, adept means highly skilled, proficient, and expert. Also, in the ancient world, an alchemist possessing the knowledge and ability to convert base metals into gold.
I'm gonna turn the screen around for them so they can see, man. Let me turn this light off so it doesn't throw y'all off with the light on. One moment, so you can see what I and Brother R are reading. I'll show you guys the iPad. Redeem. To regain possession of. To fulfill, as in an oath or promise. To rescue from sin and its penalties. To set free, to rescue, to make amends, and to compensate for by paying back, etc. I know for those of you that see oath, right? Fulfilling an oath, I know that Moors do not take oaths, we affirm, all righty? We are sure at what we're doing, all righty? So not be confused with agents, federal agents that may swear an oath. However, they be in good behavior, their oath doesn't matter because they are standing for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I yield, beloved brother Islam.
Islam, humanitarian Humanitarian is one who seeks to promote the welfare or improvement of man and mankind by eliminating pain and suffering. And philanthropist and an adherent of theological or ethical humanitarianism.
A philanthropist, so that's a lover. You see that Phil again? Phil and Philo. Philo means love, so that's a prefix. So it's like you're loving your people. A philanthropist, right? A philanthropist. And an adherent pertaining to theological or ethical humanitarianism. Excellent, brother. Divine means, quote, to foretell the future, right? Or to find out what is obscure by occult means, to make known and to disclose, reflecting the attributes of God. Now, we know God means to call upon, and if you're following our Astro-Masonic presentations for Veritas on YouTube, you guys already know you can go back, because we make sure we archive the things that we do. Extraordinarily perfect and excellent to the highest degree. Midnight Mod, peace and greetings to you. Indeed, infinite rising. I yield to you, beloved brother Islam.
All right, the next word is estate. Estate is a sizable piece of rural land, being land or property left to heirs or descendants by ancestors or deceased persons, etc. Estate is the nature and the extent of an owner's rights with respect to his or her property and its use, pertaining to condition of life, wealth, or status, the display of wealth or power, etc.
Minister. A minister is a high officer of a nation or state appointed to administer or to head an executive or administrative department pertaining to government. Being a person or sentient being authorized to represent his or her government in diplomatic dealings with other governments, and usually ranking next below an ambassador. Also, a person, I like to say sentient being, a people, or agent carrying out specified orders or functions in a religious order or association. I yield, beloved.
All right. Essene. An Essene is a member of an ancient Yehudi, Hebrew, esoteric, metaphysical order of the rabbinate that existed in ancient Palestine from the 2nd century BC to the 3rd century AD. Yahushua, modernly referred to as Jesus, was an Essene.
Chairman / chairwoman is one who is presiding over, or one who presides over a meeting, an asamblea, right? An assembly, a committee, or a board. Sometimes we've learned in our studies, right, brother, our board can be a commission. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Being a body of administrators. I yield.
Grand Sheikhs. Grand Sheikh is a high or honored official in Muslim society, also a minister of elevated status in a Muslim religious community.
Grand Sheikh, a high or honored official in Muslim society, also a minister of elevated status in a Muslim religious community.
Pyramid. Pyramid is a structure expressive geometrically, a polyhedron with a polygonal.
Yeah, polygonal is how I think I've heard it.
Yeah, kind of it was hyphenated. Polygonal base and triangular faces meeting in a common vortex. A massive monument found in Egypt
Hecupta, and America having a rectangular base and 4 triangular faces culminating in a single apex, and serving as a temple, an astrological observatory, or a tomb. Are you?
Excellent. Nimbus. A nimbus is a cloudy, illuminated circular geometric form enveloping the head of a deity on earth. A nimbus symbolizes sanctity by its bright circle that usually is displayed with accumulated brightness or marks located at the north, south unseen, east, and west cardinal points of the illuminated circle. And that's when you guys see, like, you know, a picture and a man has like that circular glow behind his head. That's what the nimbus is.
Loyalty. Loyalty is that state or quality of being loyal, being steadfast in one's allegiance to one's homeland, nation, government, or sovereign, being faithful to an ideal, to principles, to a person, to obligations, or to customs, etc.
Charter. A charter is a document issued by a sovereign, a legislature, or other authority. And guys, you're only sovereign if you're national, because sovereignty comes with nationality, like wet comes with water. You can't extract wet from water. All righty, let's just really keep it all band ourselves.
That's called that's called from concentrate when they extract the water.
Yeah. You're hilarious. Like, we got this wet from concentrate. Like, stop it. Okay.
Yeah, we got sovereignty from, but it's from concentrate.
Yeah, I know, right? Like hold on, man. Like, I'm a sovereign. What you're actually saying is that you comprehend your sovereignty is a byproduct pertaining to being national. All righty, that's really what it is, man. Okay, charter. A charter is a document issued by a sovereign, a legislature, or other authority, creating a public or private corporation, defining its privileges and purposes. Also, a written grant from the sovereign power pertaining to a country conferring certain rights and privileges upon a person, a corporation, or the people. It is also a document outlining the principles, the functions, and the organization of the corporate body, a statute, a constitution, being an authorization from a central organization to establish a local branch or chapter. Are you?
All right, constitution. A constitution is the act or the process of constituting the composition of something made of a number of parts, make up the system of.
Pardon me. Hold on. I'm zooming in here. Here we go. There we go. All right.
The system of fundamental laws and principles that prescribe the nature, the functions, and the limits of government or other institution, being the document upon which such a system of laws are written or recorded.
Law is a rule of conduct or a body of rules or regulations recognized by custom or decreed by formal enactment and considered by a community, a nation, or other authoritatively constituted group as binding upon its members. Yeah.
Legal. Legal relates to that which is established by law and that which is authorized by law, that which is recognized as capable of being enforced by law, etc., rather than by equity. Statutory being in conformity with or permitted by law.
So law would be water and legal would be the bottle you put your water in. So legal is the form in which law is expressed. Would that be good to quote there, bro, or say that in that sense?
Absolutely. Legal would refer to the process.
Right, the form in which it's expressed, because you can get water anywhere. However, how are you getting that water to the people in bottles and jugs in your hands without any other container? Like, so it's the form or the process in which it's expressed. Lawful relates to that which is within the law, that which is allowed by law, that which is established and recognized as law, and that which is legally sanctioned, acknowledged, and accepted as legitimate in law. I yield.
You know, I was actually looking up some terms yesterday in the Black's Law Dictionary, and I stumbled across law. And when I was reading it, it's very interesting that it expresses oath. So, you know, it reminded me of the fact that you got to have an oath and a contract for them to try to enforce corporate policy upon you. Otherwise, you know, it's not really law, at least not to you, because you have no obligation.
Yeah, what they're trying to enforce is, or what they are enforcing without having evidence that you've been indicted or indicated in having a contract and oath of office. They're exercising want of jurisdiction. They're actually going beyond their Terry stop. However, I yield the floor to you, beloved brother. Islam.
We're on bylaws.
Correct.
Bylaws are secondary laws or rules that guide or govern the internal affairs of an organization.
Interessante, right? Peace of greetings to you, brother Ramora. Peace of greetings. Love. Love is an intense concern and affection for another sentient being. I know it's this person. When I see person, I like to say either people or sentient being.
I like to think of it as, you know, natural person if it has to be a person. Just know that person also includes natural person, but I know what you mean.
Correct. And we just don't want to, you know, because sometimes, you know, some people will be like, oh, well, it's still corporate. It's like only if it's been contracted with an oath to be corporate. That's the whole point we keep making too. Right. Being a strong fondness or enthusiasm for something, being a term of endearment. It is the benevolence, kindness, and brotherhood that man should rightfully feel toward others. So it's also, for me, in my experience, love is a choice. All right. I yield.
Right. Truth. Truth is conformity to knowledge, to fact, to logic, to actuality, and to reality. It abides as fidelity to an original or to a standard, being a statement proven to be true or accepted to be true based on sincerity, integrity, and honesty. Truth is most commonly used with facts or with what actually occurred.
Peace is the absence of war or other hostilities. Also, an agreement to end all hostilities. It is freedom from quarrels and disagreements, being in a state or quality of harmonious relations, public security, law and order, etc.
All right, freedom. Freedom is the condition of being free of restraints, being the liberty of a person or people from slavery, from oppression or incarceration. It is also political independence, having and possessing civil rights, civil liberties, and immunity from the arbitrary exercise of authority, exempt from onerous or unpleasant conditions.
Justice. Go ahead.
No, I was just repeating that last line because I stumbled. Exempt from onerous or unpleasant conditions.
Excellent, brother. Justice is the moral rightness, equity, fairness, and honor. It relates to good reasoning, fair handling, and due reward or treatment, period. It also relates to the administration and procedure pertaining to law, as in the apprehension and trial of a law breaker. Are you?
Administration is the act of administering or the state of being administered relative to management or direction of affairs.
Function is the specific, natural, or proper action or activity of anything, being the special duties or actions required of anyone in an office or occupation, etc.
A Mexim. A Mexim is the true and divine name of Africa.
Cherub. Cherub is from the Hebrew, cherub, and is one of the second order of angels, of which there are 9 orders listed from the highest to the lowest in rank.
Seraph. Seraph is from Hebrew, Seraph, and is the first of the order of angels, of which there are 9 orders.
Amen or Amen is derived from Amen Ra. Amen Ra is the god or the calling upon and or constellation as above to be called upon on the activities below of life and procreation as expressed in Egyptian cosmology culture and identified with the noble sun as the supreme deity and called Amen Ra. Amen or Amen, Amen, is also to end the prayers of all religions rooted in ancient cosmo religion. Right there, man, Brother Art. That just lets me know again when we say in the Moorish American prayer that you had let us in with. It says by night and by day, and then at the end it says Amen, which means we're dealing with astrology too.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Prophet Noble Drew Ali wasn't hiding it. It just took us time, and it will take most time to just grow into seeing that. All right. That's why it's great to have an open mind. And you said presumptions. I saw that you put it a few readings ago. DTH read. I see. Right. Presumptions. Right. Yeah, I got that from that part when we were speaking on at that moment. All right. Now it's like we're really getting into things that aren't presumptive. Right. We're getting into what things actually are for us to exercise. I yield to you, Brother R. Islam.
Right. We get into what actually is. Elohim is the Hebrew plural name for God, being the collective or oneness name of the 7 Eloah, which is singular.
Right. Eloah is singular. Elohim is plural. So that's correct. And the 7 Elohahs, starting with Sunday, Eloah Mikael. Monday is Eloah Gabriel. Tuesday, Eloah Hamael, or some will say Eloah Zamael. Wednesday, Eloah Raphael. Thursday, Eloah Kasiel. Friday, today, Eloah Anael. And Saturday, Eloah, let me go back. Thursday is Eloah Sakiel. I stand corrected. I was loud and wrong on Thursday. Thursday is Eloah Sakiel. Friday is Eloah Anael. And Saturday is Eloah Kasiel. All righty. Sunday for the sun, Monday for the moon, Tuesday for Mars, Wednesday for Mercury, Thursday for Jupiter, Friday for Venus, and Saturday for Saturn. Tikupta is one of the original ancient names for Egypt, Africa, a capital regency, state of the ancient Hammatites, Ham.
Morals. Morals relates to those acts actions, conduct, or character from the point of view of right and wrong, and concerned with the goodness and badness of an action, of character, and of disposition, etc. Morals relates to good character, proper behavior, righteousness, and virtuousness.
Ethics. Ethics is the study and the love of wisdom, or the love pertaining to wisdom, which we say in short philosophy, pertaining to human conduct, with emphasis on the determination of right and wrong, being the principles of right conduct, especially with reference to a specific profession or mode of life, etc.
Governor. Governor is one who governs as the elected chief of a state, province, or regency, etc. He or she is an official appointed to administer a province or a territory, etc.
Underscore Gunners underscore, peace of greetings to you. Government is that authoritative administration pertaining to the affairs of a nation, a province, a state, or a city, etc., involving the jurisdiction or control experienced over a people and political community, essentially the rulership of the constituted governing body of a nation, being the established form of rule which a nation or community affirms for its management, regulation, and control, etc. Brother R, this is gonna be the last one. I know we got 104, 105, 106, and 107 with definitions. I think we're gonna come back next Friday with that. So we'll just give them this and we'll slowly yield so that we can get people to come in to the AstroLiteracy Comprehension Conference. And we're gonna go over modality. Brother R inspired me to review modality today, all right? And so we'll briefly review what we went over last Friday, Saturday, and Sunday when I go to whiteboard and write the glyphs, and I write the glyphs on the board, all right? And you guys give me keywords, right? And see this and make sure we got that there, and then we'll go right into modality. Don.Breeze9, peace of read to you also. Brother Ara, you can close us out on the definition here for jurisdiction. Thank you.
Great word to close it out.
Oh, start over, bro. You're reading. I can see your lips moving. I can see your lips moving here on the camera, but we're not hearing you come out of the speaker. So what you got for me? One more time. Jurisdiction.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. That's perfect right there. Go right ahead, bro. Islam.
Okay, jurisdiction. Jurisdiction is essentially the lawful right to exercise official authority, whether executive, legislative, or judicial. Particular emphasis is placed upon or within the territory, land, earth, parcel, or over the matters over which such authority may be lawfully exercised, also relating to those in power or control. Jurisdiction.
Bro. The aura went instant, man. We like to thank you all for joining us. You can see, yeah, we're here in the Zoom, man. Just enjoying ourselves, right? So let me come on back and turn this around. And I did that because I know, guys, maybe that projector being all mirrored and whatnot can be annoying if you really wanted to, participate and see what we're really going over. Peace of greetings to you, Mother BX_eternal_144. Peace of greetings to you, Mother. All righty, guys. So I and Brother Aura, right? We are about to go in. So I'm going to end this Zoom for YouTube because I know you guys can see that we're here on you. And guys, if you're there on YouTube, right? Peaceful greetings to you, whoever is there. I know I'm not monitoring with my phone here because I am live simultaneously via Instagram. All righty. So that's what the Small Stone Voice said today. Make sure you go live on YouTube for Impromptu Improv. You also go live on Instagram because, like I said, we also want to give you guys an opportunity to test the AstroLiteracy Comprehension Conference. Because I would say this, and I'm open for correction, Brother Aura, if I may seem to come off offensive. I know that a lot of people that may still be slowly but surely coming out of the mindset pertaining to Negro, Black, colored, or you was raised in the hood like me and Aura for real, and you just might not have crossed that bridge pertaining to taking nationality and birthright seriously. So we just want to be able to make sure that you could at least, you know, test it out, because we know that, you know, it's kind of weird, you know, sometimes to go from, you know what I mean, a certain lifestyle, and then it seemed like we're seemingly talking about things that are Albion sons and daughters, or there's people from the hood. Yo, that's that white people shit. Well, first and foremost, I and Brother R are the free white persons. All righty, which that wasn't even utilized until the Naturalization Act, July 14th, 1870. And really at the end of the day, that's when our Albion sons and daughters started calling themselves white. However, the free white persons by status that you're seeing is being presented here, and all of my brothers at you know, Seven Hill Star Astrology firm, right? So with that, oh, I sound like a robot. They're sitting there messing me up, and that's because we're getting down with the get down. So guys, if you want, like I said, if you want the link to class, right? You want to test out the astrology, DM me. Hey, yo, send me the link. Brother Hasan, I'll take the link. I want to come test it out, see what it's like. All right, cool. Because what I'll be doing and what Brother R will be doing, and if Brother Moor, you show up, you know, you were there for the last 3 classes also. However, like I said, guys, if you want to be added to the archive so that you can download the classes, you must be fair, because we are exchanging our energy by presenting it. Please respect us exchanging our energy by you exchanging your eleemosynary tuition. Eleemosynary, it deals with alms giving, ALMS. Because I'm not saying I'm poor. However, that's in the spirit pertaining to poor righteous teaching. All righty. So that's only in respect for what it is that we're doing. All righty. And that way the universe will conspire in both our favors. I cast not my pearl before swine, so to speak. That means not giving something away without it being duly compensated for, or someone who is sincerely in need of it. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, they're going to appreciate it. They're not just going to trample upon it. All righty. So that means that, you know, it's 36 units for each class. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday total is 108 units in lieu of lawful money. We're doing 12 of these. So 108 times 12, or 36 times 36 is 1296. You guys, you know, find that to be anything, that's fine. Like I said, by the latest, I think Tuesday, we're going to be drawing appellations. I'll probably take a few Instagram handles, or we'll probably say, hey, who would really like a scholarship? You know, and we'll make sure that we draw, we'll put a few, as many as we can in there, you know what I mean? If it's only 7 beings, you know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, only 7 beings said something. We're going to give access to those first 7, you know what I'm saying? And that'll be on Tuesday, all righty? Ilowa Hamail, or Ilowa Zamail, Mars Day, all righty? Let's read, yeah, everybody was like, right after Mother BX underscore, because I can even see like how my mouth is moving right now. Like it even looks like my mouth is not moving in real time with my camera. So I trust, guys, that this is going better. But I'm about to yield, all right? And I hope you guys DM me for the link. I'll send you the link via DM, all righty? Because that way, because we're already in Zoom and I can just, you know, do the thing or whatever, right? But Brother R, you know, I'm gonna stop this feed and then I'm gonna reopen Zoom again so we can start our class so YouTube can go and process this video. Mother BX says, peace and love, Hassan, peace, family, Islam. DTH Reed says, gratitude, Noble. It's spelled the Nobel like Nobel Peace Prize. That is so interesting. Stop that. No, I'm kidding. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just, me being your brother, being a brother's keeper, you know, the L would go before the E in what I think you're saying. But also I know that people are artistic with their wording. So I'm not, you know, sanctioning, you know, that you're doing wrong. It's just, when I see that and I'm just so turned for correction, but you're fine. All righty. Like I said, we all have different maturation moments. And I thank you again, DTH Reed, because I can discern what you're actually meaning, and the desire and the wish is actually more important than the actual action. All right. Because then that lets me know that your intent is pure, despite whatever the spelling is, the orthography is. And in Henry Campbell Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, you know, intent supersedes spelling. All righty, so you can look that up for yourself, and you want to look up spelling in Henry Campbell Black's Law Dictionary. You guys said, you're breaking up, you sound like a bot. Yo, words chopping up. Yikes. You sound like a robot. Breaking up. They messing with your live more. Right? Gold, Vincietti, right? It's saying it's good now. Midnight Mod said good now. Yes, I agree. Sound like a robot again. It's happening again. Sheesh. Peace to IG. Damone the Great. Peace to IG. Right? State of a nation, right? And DTH Reed says, much love. Thank you for receiving that. Guys, you want the link? DM me. All right, I'm gonna go check my DMs. I'm gonna stop this live here on YouTube and on Instagram. I'd like to thank you all. However, before we stop, we're gonna do how we came in. We're gonna lead out with our Moorish American prayer. So I'm gonna have Brother Aura do the Moorish American prayer again. Then I'm gonna stop the screen share, Brother Aura, for the YouTube so they can see us once more before we say our namaste, Islam, peace, and loves. However, guys, we're going to stand again. We're going to face east, which is symbolic, metaphysically speaking. You go and even read your Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore. All right. If you're part of Prophet Noble Drew Ali University, you already have access to our library. If not, you guys can click the link tree. All right. Click the link tree. Click the link tree in our bio on Instagram at 7 Hillstar. Click the link tree, and you'll see the different links that we have there. I think I got to reopen the clothing link too for a bonfire so you can order all your shirts and hoodies and things of that nature. I know it's going to be getting cold soon. And Brother Aura he's rocking a 7 Hillstar hoodie to match his fez. I just think that's freaking awesome, right? So with that being said, guys, click the link in our link tree, and we'll add you to Prophet Noble Drew Ali University so you can have access to all the books that we really go over that we actually mentioned. All righty, so you'll have the PDFs, and it costs you nothing but your email. So just click the link, and you'll have access to Prophet Noble Drew Ali University. All righty, so let us all stand. We're going to face directional east, which is symbolic of facing within, because according again said to the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore. East means within. All righty. So, Brother Aura, I am going to yield the floor to you guys again. We're going to have all 5 appendages on the left hand extended, just the index and middle appendage on the right hand extended. And I'm facing east, and we're going to have our feet just like Prophet Noble Drew Ali on the 45 there. All righty. And I yield the floor to you, beloved brother Islam.
Islam, I trust everybody's in their proper positions. Allah, Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love, truth,
Father of love,
justice,
truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector,
my guide,
and
my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night and by day.
By night and by day.
Through his holy prophet.
For his holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Amen.
Amen. All righty, guys. I'm going to check my DM and see who asked for the link. All righty. So I'm going to make sure you guys have it so you can come in and test it out. See if you even want to exchange your elementary tuition for the record. All right. We always make sure you guys have a fair shot. All righty. To see if you want to exchange your energy and honoring us, what we're doing for our community. All righty. So if I'm still chopping up and ending it, I'm going to end it here. All righty. I'm going to end it right here for the Instagram. So if you guys on Instagram, namaste, Islam, peace and love. I'll get back to them in a second. All righty, guys, here back on YouTube with I am Brother Aura. Right, and I guess they said it was chopping up, breaking up. I mean, it's not like we were doing anything, untoward. It's not like we're showing nudes and and putting harmful things out there. You know what I'm saying? However, let's come back to Zoom here, stop the screen share, right? And Brother Aura, any last questions, comments, and/or suggestions, beloved brother, before I stop this Zoom and then open it back up so we can get right into the Impromptu Improv presents AstroLiteracy Comprehension Conference.
No questions, bro.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I look forward to seeing whoever is going to come on in, seeing it there. Actually, let me see. Let me go to YouTube real quick since I ended it on the Instagram. Let's see if I can see who's there and make acknowledgments of you guys. Actually, since we're still live. So give me one moment, have the phone come on up here, right? Then bring these things on in. All righty. So let's see, there's a live chat. All righty. Book of Malakia. And please, if I butcher your YouTube handles, just forgive me in advance. I'm doing my best to go and syllabicate and enunciate as I'm seeing it. I'm guessing it's like Book of Malika or Malakia. It says, Islam, noble peace, greeting to you. Brother Kevin, Islam, happy holy degree to you. Also, beloved, supreme honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Yes. JL says, Islam, peace and greetings to you, beloved JL. Thank you as always. Brother Kevin says, Nimbus with like 4 exclamation points, 5 exclamation points, right? Because yes, that Nimbus is, you know, that glow that you may see behind people, you know, but it has the gates. It's like a gate here and then the 2 gates here. And then like the south gate, like it said in the explanation, is hidden. So just wanted to acknowledge you all there. Thank you all so much. All righty, so this is what I'm going to say now to you all. I'm going to say I and Brother Ara are going to see you all in the AstroLiteracy Comprehension Conference. If you want the link, guys, remember, just DM us at 7 Hillstar, all righty? And I'll make sure I give you the link, all righty? So let me say my namaste to you all, all righty? Namaste. Islam is peace.